I've been watching this. I've been
Okay.
watching the last 10 49ers seasons, all right?
Uh-huh.
And I have been seeing this pattern. All of these teams, most of the teams which were above 500, had good defenses, where
Mm-hmm.
they were coached by Jim Harbaugh or Kyle Shanahan. They had
Mm-hmm.
good running games, but the
Mm-hmm.
passing game was always subpar.
Agree.
Why? I mean, the only time I could say the passing game was good was 2012, the year when Alex Smith got injured and then Kaepernick came in for those 8 games. That's it. That could be
That's
the
it.
only season I can say, all right, the passing game was good. But after that, nothing has been good in terms of passing game. In terms of on the rushing game, yeah, all good. On defense, all good. But like, it's been apparent. And they have stayed the same for 10 years. You can't
Yes.
do that. Arizona is evolving. They got Kyler Murray. He's young. He's talented. People say he's overrated, but whatever. He had no offensive line. His coach sucks, but dude still makes plays.
Yeah. No, I look, Harbaugh is a run-first coach. Shanahan's a run-first coach. I just don't think the emphasis has been here to get – I mean, the best coaches on the Niners are their running backs coach and their tight ends coach. The offensive line coach stinks. The passing game coordinator just went to the Jets. He's not as good as the run game coordinator. I just don't think the Niners have had – I mean, the quarterback's been an issue, but I think the coaching has been a bigger issue. Greg Roman, excellent with the run game, doesn't know the first thing about passing.
Look at the Ravens. Look at the fiasco they were in the divisional round. They couldn't pass the ball that well. They were running all the time with Lamar Jackson and J.K. Dobbins, I guess. I mean, then at this thing of the teams evolving, Arizona is evolving. Seattle has been evolving pretty well with their offense, right?
Yes.
Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett,
Yes.
Moore.
Yes.
Okay, the Rams. Even though Jared Goff is not a good quarterback, Sean McVay is smart as hell.
Yes.
You cannot underestimate Sean McVay. He's been managing this team very well.
He has.
And now,
so the Niners need to make a better – they have to get a better quarterback coach. They have to get a better passing game coordinator. The Niners haven't had a really good passing game coordinator since I was a little kid. Since I was a kid. They got to take it seriously. They're all about running the ball.
I can say
and they're good. But all the creativity is what I'm saying. All the creativity is in the run game. And it's been that way on this team for more than a decade. They need to get some creativity in the drop back passing game, not just play action. Because you can't run play action when you're down 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. You got to drop back and throw. So I'm with you on that.
Exactly. Then you can learn from the Chiefs. You can see the difference between the Chiefs and the 49ers in the Super Bowl.
Yep, that's true.
Mahomes,
the Chiefs were down.
They can handle the pressure.
They can come from behind. They're built to come from behind. They did it 3 times in the playoffs last year. No problem. The Niners are not built to come from behind. They're built to get a lead and keep the lead, which you can't do all the time. It's too hard.
That's what happened in the Super Bowl. They blew the lead.
Yep.
And look at Mahomes. Dude can sling it. Dude can move inside the pocket. He may not be the fastest quarterback. He may not have that Kyler Murray.
Yeah, you're right.
Jackson speed, but dude's agile. Dude can read. Yep. And then you look at Jimmy Garoppolo, what he did during the playoffs. He couldn't pass the ball well. No. He almost got picked like 3 times against Minnesota.
Yep. That's true. That was a terrible game.
You look at the Packers game, he only threw the ball 7-5 times.
Yep. That's right.
That's the difference. That's the difference between a good team like the Kansas City Chiefs and how can I say 49ers? 49ers are a good team too, but not a good passing team.
That's right. And it's a passing league. It's a passing league.
Exactly. If you're going to run, I mean, if the 49ers had a running back like Derrick Henry or Dalvin Cook, maybe they could win a Super Bowl, right? Because,
running game, but it's supposed to be like augmenting your passing game. It's not supposed to be the whole thing. And that's what the Niners have had for more than a decade. Yep.
And then just start comparing all these 49ers quarterbacks. The only one I can say that could be like decent was Alex Smith. The 2011 Alex Smith, 2012 Alex Smith.
Right. Even Colin Kaepernick, his number one asset were his legs, and the arm was like what kept defenses honest. Alex Smith, by the time he left, had turned into a good NFL quarterback. He had, and then they got rid of him.
Exactly. I mean, and I know people trusted Kaepernick because he was fast, he was elusive with the ball,
and he was young, and he had potential, but he just didn't. It didn't work out.
Teams caught up with him.
Seattle they caught up with Jimmy.
Seattle caught up with him, and then every other team started looking at the way Seattle was cutting up with Colin Kaepernick. They were like, yeah, we already got figured this kid out.
Agree. They put him out of business.
And the saddest part about this is that they set themselves up for this. They set themselves up.
They yeah, you're right. Well,
and I don't
see what they do this year. Maybe they'll get a new quarterback. Maybe they won't.
Being realistic, I don't see them going over 500.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not with Jimmy. I think the whole Jimmy mystique is over. I don't think Jimmy's going to be able to make it through a full season anymore. I think he gets hurt. I think he's in and out. I think if they bring him back next year, they're going to have another down year and they'll try to blame it on him, but I don't think the Niner fans will want to hear it. I don't think they'll want to hear it. They'll be like, nah, we've been over this guy. You brought him back. That's your fault. I'm with you on that. If they bring Jimmy back, we're expecting to go 11-5. Nah, ain't happening.
Strong call. And you see, the NFC is evolving. Damn, we could have chosen Tom Brady. The 49ers have this tendency of not being gutsy enough for risking their stuff to be better. They are very conservative.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can be conservative but smart, but they're conservative and dumb at times.
You hear that, Kyle? Hey, man, thanks for coming on the show, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Grant.
Of course. I'll see you next week. Take care.
See you next week. On Wednesday or Saturday?
Saturday. From now on, Saturday.
Okay.
From now on.
See you, Grant.